Welcome back, everyone. We're diving into something pretty cool today. We're going to Saudi Arabia to a city called Taif.
Ah, Taif.
Yeah, you might know it as the endearing Taif. I've always been curious about that nickname, you know.
Nope.
And lucky for us, our source material is all in Arabic, so we
Right.
get a kind of a unique perspective on how it got that name, that affectionate name.
Nicknames are fascinating, aren't they? Like they really capture the essence of a place.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, let's figure out what makes Taif so endearing. We've got some amazing landscapes to explore.
Yeah.
A surprising connection to Andalusian culture from Spain,
Oh, wow.
and some really intriguing historical links to uncover.
Okay, so I found this phrase
Hmm.
in one of the manuscripts we're looking at.
Okay.
It's a document from 1079 AH. It's called Eik, Pite Altay Eik Memnime,
Right.
and the phrase is Say Ayafel Semer,
Okay.
which is Fantaif Almanus. And it's that phrase that kind of got me hooked. Like it's the key to our deep dive today.
Absolutely. That phrase is central to understanding this whole idea. Now, Almanus doesn't have a perfect English equivalent, but it really gives you this sense of comfort and familiarity,
Yeah.
almost like a feeling of belonging, like when you walk into a friend's house and you just instantly feel welcome and
Yeah.
at ease. That's Almanus.
So it's more than just like a visually appealing place.
Exactly.
It's about the feeling that Taif evokes,
Yes.
which is, I mean, that's powerful, right? And this nickname,
Yeah.
it suggests there's a deeper appeal here. It's not just about its religious importance as a city near Mecca.
Yeah. Right.
Speaking of history, though,
Yeah.
how did a place so far away from Spain end up with such a strong Andalusian influence?
That's a fascinating connection, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, after the fall of Islamic Spain in the 15th century, a lot of Andalusians migrated across the Mediterranean. They were looking for new homes
Right.
in other parts of the Islamic world.
Sure.
And some of them ended up in the Hijaz region of Saudi Arabia,
Okay.
which is where Taif is.
Okay, so that's quite a journey. I mean,
It is.
across continents, right?
Yeah.
So did they leave behind any like specific traces of their heritage? I'm picturing beautiful architecture
Absolutely.
or maybe even musical influences.
You're spot on. Their presence is woven into Taif's very identity.
Wow.
For example, there's this book, Es Shall Win,
Hmm.
by Al-Morki. He was an Andalusian traveler.
Okay.
And he mentions that Taif was really appealing to his people because of its climate.
Oh, interesting.
It reminded them of home.
Oh, okay.
And speaking of climate, you can't forget Taif's famous roses.
Ah, yes, the Taif roses, their fragrance is legendary. Did the Andalusians have a hand in cultivating them? Because it seems like the perfect place for roses to thrive.
You're exactly right. Taif has always been known for its fertile land,
Yeah.
producing fruits like grapes and pomegranates.
Right.
But the Andalusians, they brought these advanced agricultural techniques with them,
Mm.
especially in CA, which is horticulture in Arabic.
Okay.
So their expertise played a big role in Taif's flourishing rose industry
Wow.
and its reputation for agricultural abundance, even today.
So they didn't just settle in; they actually
No.
enriched Taif with their knowledge.
Hmm.
That's pretty incredible. I mean, that kind of cultural exchange must have created such a vibrant blend of traditions. Like, I'm imagining social gatherings with a fusion of Hijazi and Andalusian music,
Yeah.
poetry, even cuisine, you know?
Exactly. And remember, Taif, being close to Mecca, it already had this significant draw, attracting people from all sorts of backgrounds.
So it was already
It was already
diverse.
a melting pot.
Yeah, so this blend of cultural influences just created this really unique atmosphere in Taif. But beyond the cultural contributions,
Okay.
the Andalusian migration also had a significant impact on the legal landscape of the Hijaz region.
What kind of legal impact did they have?
Well, a lot of Andalusian scholars and judges came to the Hijaz, and they brought with them their expertise in the Maliki school of Islamic jurisprudence. Now, this school of thought originated in Medina,
Okay.
but it had kind of declined in the region.
So these scholars helped to revive a fading legal tradition.
Exactly, yeah.
That's fascinating.
It is.
And where does Taif fit into this revival?
Well, Taif became a central hub for spreading Maliki teachings. Think about it. prominent families, like the Ibn Farhoun family from Gien in Spain, settled in Taif.
And they contributed significantly to the legal discourse through, lectures and legal opinions known as fatwas and scholarly writings.
It's remarkable how the migration of people also led to this migration of ideas, right?
Absolutely.
And it actually shaped the legal landscape of an entire region.
Mm-hmm. And what makes it even more interesting is that we find this phrase, El Taif El Manus, in a manuscript from 1079 AH.
Right.
Which is, long before these migrations took place.
So Taif was already considered, like, endearing even before the Andalusians arrived.
It seems that way.
So that suggests that nickname was deeply rooted in Taif's identity. And it makes you wonder, like, what aspects of life in Taif contributed to that perception, back then.
Absolutely. That's what makes this manuscript so valuable for understanding the historical context of Taif's enduring appeal.
Yeah.
We're dealing with a city that clearly held a special place in people's hearts long before the Andalusian influence.
This is already sharing up to be an incredible deep dive.
Yeah.
We've uncovered some fascinating details about Taif, and I can't wait to explore more about its history and culture.
Me too. Let's keep digging.
So we've been, talking about the historical and cultural influences that shaped Taif.
Right.
But I want to know what life was actually like for the people who lived there.
Yeah.
Can you paint a picture of everyday life in the enduring Taif?
Based on the sources we've got, it seems like Taif had a very, very lively social scene.
Okay.
Imagine evenings with poetry readings and musical performances and, really engaging discussions.
Oh, wow.
It's a hub of intellectual and artistic exchange.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Did Taif have any, like, unique customs or traditions that set it apart from other cities in the region?
One thing that really stands out is their renowned hospitality.
Oh, okay.
Taif was known for its warm welcome, its generosity, especially towards travelers and guests. And I think that spirit of generosity probably contributed a lot to its endearing reputation.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And I imagine those social gatherings we were just talking about, they were probably this beautiful blend of Hijazi and Andalusian traditions.
Absolutely.
So did this fusion create any distinct art forms or cultural practices that were unique to Taif?
Oh, yeah, for sure. The Andalusians, they brought their own musical instruments like the oud and their distinct poetic forms and their culinary traditions.
Right.
And all of those elements just blended so seamlessly with the existing Hijazi culture.
Yeah.
So the result was this really rich tapestry of artistic expression that was unique to Taif.
So you could be hearing the melodies of the like blending with the rhythms of traditional Hijazi songs while you're enjoying a delicious Andalusian-inspired dish.
Yeah, exactly. It was a vibrant mix.
Wow, what a cultural mix. And this fusion wasn't limited to the arts, right? We were talking earlier about those advanced agricultural techniques that the Andalusians brought with them.
Right.
So they must have impacted the culinary landscape too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, their techniques definitely enhanced existing crops, and they may have even, led to the introduction of new varieties of fruits and vegetables.
Wow.
It's fascinating to think about how a cultural exchange can even affect the food we eat.
Yeah, it really highlights how interconnected everything is.
It is.
The culture, the history, even agriculture. Speaking of connections, we mentioned earlier that Taif was a significant city because it was so close to Mecca.
Right.
How did that factor into everyday life in Taif?
Well, being a vital stop on the pilgrimage route to Mecca, Taif was constantly welcoming people from all over the Islamic world. So imagine this constant flow of travelers and traders and scholars all passing through this city, and each one contributing to its diverse and dynamic atmosphere.
So Taif sounds like it was this crossroads of cultures, a place where stories were shared and traditions kind of intertwined. It must have been such a dynamic hub of activity. Did this influx of people impact Taif's economy or social structure at all?
Certainly. I mean, the pilgrimage trade brought economic prosperity to Taif.
Right.
And the constant exchange of ideas fostered, intellectual growth and cultural innovation. It's
Yeah.
like this constant wave of new perspectives and experiences just shaping the city's identity.
So not only was Taif a place of natural beauty and cultural richness, but it was also this thriving center of trade and
Yeah.
intellectual discourse. That's quite a combination.
It is. And remember, this was all happening against the backdrop of Taif's reputation for
Yeah.
being, endearing.
This brings us back to our initial question, right?
Yeah.
What made Taif so endearing? Was it simply a matter of hospitality
Right.
and beautiful surroundings, or was there something more to it?
I think it's a combination of factors.
Yeah.
Taif's natural beauty, its welcoming atmosphere, its vibrant cultural blend, and its strategic location as this pilgrimage hub. I think they all played a part
Right.
in shaping this perception of Taif.
We've explored so many facets of Taif, its nickname, the Andalusian influence, the fragrant roses, the bustling social scene, its
Yeah.
role as a significant start for pilgrims. Looking back, what stands out to you most about this city?
What really fascinates me is how Taif's endearing quality
Yeah.
seems to transcend any one single aspect.
Yeah.
It's like this harmonious blend of natural beauty, cultural richness, and a spirit of openness and exchange. And I think that really defines its unique character.
It's like a reminder that sometimes the most endearing qualities aren't individual traits,
Right.
But it's the synergy, of all these various elements coming together to create something truly special.
Exactly. It's the tapestry woven from all these diverse threads
Right.
that creates this captivating whole.
This deep dive into Taif has been incredibly insightful.
It has.
We've uncovered a lot of hidden gems about its history and culture.
We have, and I'm really excited to see where our final reflections lead us.
It's amazing how this deep dive into Taif has really revealed a city that's been shaped by cultural exchange and natural beauty.
Yeah.
And a welcoming spirit. It's all kind of captured in that nickname, the endearing Taif. It makes you wonder if that endearing quality is still noticeable in Taif today.
Well, the fascinating thing is that Taif is still known for its beauty and its pleasant climate and its hospitable people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost as if the essence of Al المأنوس has transcended time, and it continues to draw people to its charm.
It's really a testament to the enduring power of cultural identity and how deeply people connect with the places they call home.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, what other cities or regions have nicknames with hidden depths
Right.
just waiting to be explored.
Oh, I'm sure there are countless examples out there. Every place has its own story. Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes hidden in plain sight, revealed through names or local expressions. It's like a reminder to never take anything for granted.
Right.
Even a simple nickname can hold so much history and meaning.
Well, this deep dive has been a great reminder that there's always more to discover, more to learn if we just take the time to dig a little deeper.
Absolutely. It's been a real pleasure exploring the layers of Taif with you.
Yeah, absolutely. And to our listeners, we leave you with this thought.
Okay.
What other cultural exchanges might have shaped the places you think you know well? Take a look around your own city or region. What stories are hidden in its history, its architecture, its people?
You might be surprised by the endearing qualities you uncover. Happy exploring.
Yeah, happy exploring, everyone. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive. We'll see you next time.